Hello, Kodambakam guys. Happy Onam for all those people, Malayis, non-Malayis, those who are lovers of peace. Onam is a festival to rejoice. This Onam is special to Malayalam film industry because for the first time we have a film called Loka, Chapter 1. It is what do you call the first superwoman character movie, oriented character movie that has become a super duper hit and reached in 3 days the 100 crore club, and it is now doing very well in other states. And the best part of it is that the making of the film has been appreciated very much. The another factor that we all have to notice is that the producer is Dulquer Salmaan. He appears in a cameo in that. He is not the hero. The main film is centered around Kalyani Priyadarshan and Naslin. So one way we have to say is that Dulquer has to get all the praise for it, because I think from what I hear and things like that, I think he has put in around 35 crores of money has been sunk into that movie, and that I think is a very high risk thing, because yeah, I can understand if you had made it safe by putting some big names like Kirti Suresh or Nayanthara, or somebody Anushka, or somebody like that, who has got an appeal all over the south and things like that. But with Kalyani Priyadarshan, who herself is trying to get her foot in the industry strong, he has taken a very good thing, and I think the director Dominic, I think he has done a wonderful job, because see, for the if you see the film, it looks as if it is, it would have cost more than 35 crores. But the movie is technically it's so fantastic. I mean, it's on par with any of the big budgeted movies. It's done so much on that, and this is going to be made in 5 parts. That means it is here to stay. The only sad part is that if but we can't blame it. Duggar would have not had anticipated that the movie would be such a big hit in the first itself. He would have probably thought of getting his money back. But if you had done, spend more money on promotions in Chennai, Coimbatore, Madurai, and Vijayawada, Hyderabad, Bangalore, and all those places, if you had gone to town like Imran did, and probably also in Mumbai and things like that, he could have minted more money. And not only that, he could have taken this movie there easily. Now it is coming down, it's coming there. It's ironically, I think in Telugu, the biggest joke is that the fellow who bought this Roka had bought a movie called War 2, and he lost his money, and people were saying that he has gone underground. And he bought this movie, and now he is making money. He has recovered all his losses from War 2. I think that guy was also the producer of Dulgar's film, earlier film, what is that, Sita Raman. That film also he produced, I think. So anyway, Dulquer is moving lucky to that guy. And I think his name is Nagavamsi or something like that. Anyway, this is a good thing for Malayalam industry. The first time that we have a character like a superwoman. Minnan Murli was a good movie, but that was caught in that time of COVID and things like that. So it had a OTT release. But this is do well. I think in the second part, third part, and all that. Second part, I think will get more value added, because it is a hit. Dulgar would do it better in promotion. And secondly, I think Dulgar's most awaited movie here down in Kodambagam is Kanta. Especially among the media people, we are waiting a bit about that, because that is supposed to be based on the true life story of Bhagavathar, MKT Bhagavathar, and Dulgar is doing that role, and we have also Samudrakani playing a very important role. Dulquer is producing this movie. Again, this is a risk, but it's a very bold subject. If it clicks, Dulquer is already the world doesn't want to call himself a very professional producer. He calls himself a lucky producer. So I hope he becomes a lucky producer once again with Kanta, because that movie is very good. I heard from what people who have been working on that movie, and those who have seen the parts and bits of that movie, they say that the movies come out very well. I mean that it's a story about a legendary singer who gets a tiff into with a journalist, and finally that guy loses his brains and he decides to finish off this journalist, and that spells the end of his career because he lands himself behind jail and things like that. It is a very interesting story. In fact, this story was used to be often told, like at times, when there was time when we were here, we were told that, once Rajini went to beat up some journalist and all that. So many old timers used to say that those who have messed up with the media have always ended up on the wrong side of the law and finished their careers. So this story, I think, is filmic adaptation is good. We hope for that. So Malayalam industry's biggest note that, and plus on top of it is that the the biggest thing is that the competition to Loka Kalyani Priyadarshan was Mohanlal's, what do you say, is the movie Hridaya Purvam from Satyanandikad. Satyanandikad always makes feel good movies, and he is, I think, he's one of the very somebody who's in his 70s who's still running around and doing very good movies. Usually now present generation calls it cringe movies, but this movie escaped that cringe. And in face of this new onslaught by this technical onslaught of this Loka and his content and all that, Mohanlal has managed to keep his hold by getting 50 crores, enter the 50 crore club. So Elliot Thodaram was 100 crore. Now he is satisfied with 50 crore. His best friend Priyan's daughter has managed to go at least humble the great superstar to a 50 crore club. I think if the movie does well in Hindi, I think we are on a very big edge. At last we'll have a franchise that we can all boast of. Like Kannada people laugh at us and say that, look, we have KGF. What do you have to match? And Tamil doesn't have anything to match. Neither other languages. Telugu, of course, now they have Kalki, and Bahubali is the first of the franchises. So we cannot say anything to Telugu people. Tollywood is much way ahead in the south. They have a lot of franchises. So that is Salar is there. Then they will have Kalki, and now Bahubali is next. Now he is launching and all that. Anyways, we had only universe, Loki universe. But again, Loki is now, his universe has taken a break. Now he is going to come back with universe again. After dropping he got for Coolie, I think he will take care with this new universe. And that is all for the day. Kodumbakam guys, we'll catch up with you soon. Goodbye. Have a nice Onam. Enjoy. Cheers.